Today we have the Mustang on the ramp. It's something I've been wanting to do, but not wanting to do at the same time. I've not looked underneath it yet properly, so I don't know what to expect with it. An issue we have found just moving it around the unit is the wheel moves freely backwards, but when you put it forwards it stops. So now we've got it on the lift, I can figure that out. And also seems to be a transmission fluid leak somewhere. There's a big puzzle underneath it when we moved it yesterday. So some things I need to look at while it's here, but the main thing is to give it an inspection. See how she looks underneath. See if she's got any holes. So this is the first time we're looking underneath the car. I don't know what to expect, so I hope it's all good. I've got my big work light that I've been using to illuminate the bonnet and the interior of the car. We used it yesterday all day on this, and it's very good. It comes with a bracket to hang it from the roof or hang it on the bonnet or wherever you're going to use it, or you could just use it as a lightsaber like I am. So first thing is, these rails are bent. I actually saw this a few weeks ago when I was looking at where the leak was coming for the radiator, but I have a better look now, and it's alright. I don't think it's structural or anything, so it looks like it's just been bottomed out when it's gone up a curb or something. So that's the first bit. I'm not sure if I'll get that fixed, so I'm not sure if that's meant to be bent. I just had straight, no. So that's a bit bent. Underneath there was a leak when we moved it yesterday. There's a bit of residue in there. I think it's the gearbox cooler. I think it's a bit of a cooler inside the radiator for the gearbox. It looks like there'll be two lines going down to the gearbox, which does look pretty oily itself. That's not bad. I do want to pull the engine and the gearbox from it at a later date, but not got the time to do that yet. But engine looks pretty good. Transmission not so. I'm happy it's got aftermarket exhaust on it already, save me some money, and it makes a good sound already. Chassis is not looking too bad. If we go down here, there's a bit of a dent there. Looks like it's taken a bit of a whack there, but the whole thing's a bit wavy on this side. But I'm not seeing any major holes, which is good. That's a 50-year-old car, really. It's what you expect. A bit of surface rust. Can't see any. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's one over there. Yeah, there's a bit of a hole there, but that's not, on the grand scheme of things, that's the biggest thing. So, I'm actually quite happy with this bike. So, I've been poking around off camera. This is the Speedo wire. So this should be in there. That'll explain why the speedometer is not working. So here is the output drive from the transmission, and in here has a gear which correlates to what gearing you have in the rear diff. So that in turn spins this wire to the same speed as the rear wheels. So I can test this wire to see if the Speedo works by hooking it up to a drill. So I'm going to do that shortly, but this wasn't attached in here, so I need to investigate what's going on in there, if it's just falling off or if the actual gear itself is missing. So I'm going to hook a drill up and see if that works. So just watched the video back. Speedo works fine. I was expecting to have to rip out all of this cluster to see what's going on with that, but no, that's working all fine. It's just on the transmission side which is not working properly, so that's good news. So the first thing today I'm going to do is take the drill off there, but take that gear out of the transmission. So I need to see if that cable can be put back onto there. It doesn't look like a big job. It looks like there's one bolt holding it in, but things that look easy are generally not. So we have the gear off, and well, we have the whole assembly out, and I've taken the gear off. It's just a little clip that holds it onto here. So this stays stationary in the gearbox, and then this just goes onto there, and that spins, and then that just clamps it around here. So if you look into there, that's just a square drive, same as the wire. So that says to me that this just pushes on, and then the wire's just held in by here. It's just squashed into there. It doesn't look to me there's anything that holds the wire in there. So I'm going to attempt to put that onto there, and then I can put the gear back onto the wire. You. So that's the speedometer potentially fixed. It didn't take much. It was just the case of putting the wire back into the gear. I'm surprised there's nothing holding that wire into the actual body that goes onto the gearbox, but that's how it is. It's how it's been for 50 years, and it seems to work. So as we are on the warpath of doing the little jobs, we have the small issue of it not shifting properly, and that is to do with the vacuum line not being onto the gear selector solenoid bit, which tells it when to change. So there is a pipe down, a vacuum line down here, which got a screw in it, which shouldn't really be there. So I'm going to attempt to put some new vacuum line, which is in here, if that's long enough, and the right size, which it could be. I'm going to attempt to put that onto there, which runs underneath the carburetor, down the back onto the gear selector thingy. Okay, so while my video files were downloading from the SD card onto my laptop for me to edit later on, I had another go at getting the vacuum line onto the gearbox. I thought I got the wrong size, but all it really needed was a bit of attention with a heat gun to warm it up a little bit and make it expand, make it softer, to make it easier to get on. So now we have two things that we've potentially fixed today that needed doing, the Speedo and the gearbox changer, so gear changer. So yeah, that's a productive morning. Subscribe if you're new, like the videos, and I'll see you next time when hopefully we're sorting the brakes out. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.